Hey everyone, I'm Case Aiken. Now, if Mightor was a caveman version of the classic Captain Marvel, today's Superman analog is the barbarian version, He-Man. Now, legend says He-Man came into being from a scrapped Conan the Barbarian toyline, which was repurposed as a new property, much like how the 80s G.I.Joe rendition came to be from a planned S.H.I.E.L.D. series, with Cobra equaling Hydra. In the series, He-Man was a frail, in quotes, prince of a fantasy world who was gifted with a sword that allowed him to transform into a golden ubermensch. The effect was somewhat lacking because his human form was just as ripped by virtue of the fact that everyone shared the same character model. He later discovered that he had a lost sister who similarly gained the power to transform into a heroine, just like Mary Marvel. This, of course, was She-Ra. He-Man's mount was a talking tiger who also benefited from the transformation. And oh god, it's just like Tawny. We are really making this Captain Marvel comparison stick. Now, while He-Man couldn't fly, he was, aside from that, an impossibly powerful juggernaut. He's even fought Superman a few times and held his own. The character is best known for the cartoon series from the 80s and the accompanying toyline. It's often cited as one of the most egregious examples of 80s properties developed in the US to be toy commercials. That said, this shit was my jam when I was 4. It had a live-action movie with Dolph Lundgren as He-Man and Frank Langella as Skeletor. Now, while that was very low budget, it actually is an incredibly fun movie that I highly recommend for those looking for goofy goodness. In the late 80s, early 90s, they attempted to update the style of the character, but that didn't really catch on. There was a rebooted series in the early 2000s that was fine. I can't say that I watched it too much. And of course, there have been a variety of reboots in the streaming era. Now, to further the Superman comparison, he even had his own version of Bizarro, Faker. He-Man's nemesis was a sorcerer called Skeletor, who I jumped the gun and referenced earlier. That character has had a second life as a source of memes, which have been delightful, easily keeping the property in the zeitgeist. So while the character started as a shameless toy marketing attempt, he certainly earned a place in pop culture. Now, next time, I want to get back into the comics by talking about a Superman analog that is a little tangential when we talk about the Atom. But until then, stay super, man. Hey everyone, this is Case in the booth, just wanting to thank you for watching. We have a Patreon now if you want to directly support the show at patreon.com/certainpovmedia. But otherwise, just thank you. Do the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, and this means a ton that you were even spending some time here. So I hope you have a great week.